All right, we are back in public session. Thank you. We are picking up new business, page 19 of our packet. We have a resolution that's very similar to what we already read for the LDC. Resolution number 11.07.2024.01, authorizing amended agreements with the County of Jefferson and Jcldc for ARPA funds. Prior resolutions 139 and 40 of 2023 and 2022 respectively by the Jefferson County Board of Legislators, and the LDC and the IDA allowed certain grants to be dispersed. The Jefferson County Board of Legislators approved resolution number 268 on October 5th, 2024 to extend the term of the agreements to remain in effect until December 31, 2026. And this resolution allows us to accept that extended term. And I think you've already given the context in the LDC, so we'll take a first and a second. If there's still discussions, we'll go.
So moved.
First,
Second.
Paul, any other questions? This really term extension? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstained? Resolution carries. Council, any more to add to this meeting? Okay, motion to adjourn. Paul, Dave, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
We stand adjourned and move to our next meeting. Thank you for waiting. Sorry for the delays. It's tough making sausage. The Jefferson County Civic Facility Development Corporation monthly meeting, November 7th, 2024. It's called to order. We have minutes on page, excuse me, we have minutes on page 3, which are from our prior meeting in October. Been reviewed, and a motion to accept would be appreciated. Dave, second.
Second.
John, any other discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are carried as presented. Paul, very difficult treasurer's report here.
I'm excited. We have a fee we collected for an application.
There you go.
That's the only transaction, and we'll be discussing a transaction that should generate fees. Probably not close this calendar year, but that would be it for the treasurer's report.
Motion to accept it, please.
So moved.
Second. Second.
Bill, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstained? Motion carries. I don't think there are committee or unfinished business that we need to. Okay. We'll get to the only matter on the agenda besides the past business. The new business is the official intent resolution for. So we have a application starting on page 8, and then the actual resolution starts on page 18. I wrote 78. I hope it's not 78. Marshall or Gasti, you want to give context? I mean, the resolution says kind of generally what we're doing, but you want to get some context first. And
yeah, well, we have some folks from the Citizen Advocates joining us on the call. Thank you, Courtney and Katie. Could you sort of describe the project a little bit and sort of what we're doing here?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take it. So, Citizen Advocates, we we purchased and renovated the facility on 650 State Street here in Watertown. And I'm sure you've all have seen it before. It opened up in May of 2023. It's our Watertown Behavioral Health Urgent Care campus. And so, since May of 23, we have been serving folks, throughout Jefferson County and, specifically in Watertown for urgent mental health and addiction needs. We're open 24/7, 365 for folks to come when they need to speak with someone, when they need to stay overnight and stabilize. So we're just, we were super excited to come to the community back in 2023, and my goodness, we've really ramped up and serving a lot of folks there. So, what we're coming to you all for is, the tax-exempt bond financing through our local bank, Community Bank, to replenish funds that we paid for this construction and renovation of the building. So that's really it in a high level nutshell.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you.
Before I read the resolution, anyone have questions? It's probably a good segue into asking questions now. Okay, thank you. There may be more questions, but we'll read the resolution and then we can go through this. Resolution 11.07, this page 18 of our packet, 11.7.2024.01, resolution of the Jefferson County Civic Facility Development Corporation, the issuer taking official action for the issuance of up to $4.4 million principal amount of revenue refund bonds for the purpose of financing certain projects as set forth below for the benefit of Advocate Hospitals Holding, Inc., determining compliance with the State Environmental Quality Review Act with respect to such project, describing the forms of financial assistance being contemplated by the issuer with respect to such project, and authorizing a public hearing with respect to such financing and the undertaking of such project. Again, this follows the section 1411 of the not-for-profit corporation law with our agency. Advocate Hospitals Holding Inc. is the applicant. And they are registered in 501c3 IRS code. And it's $4.4 million worth. The address is 650 State Street. There's a property parcel number, I won't read it. And we'll go over this is a project that has been built, and this is a bond to kind of take on financing to kind of fill their replenish their bank account for monies they've already spent. Have a motion to accept the resolution, Paul.
Second.
Dave, any other discussion or questions?
Just, do they have an estimated date on when they're gonna close on this?
Do you have an estimated date when you're going to close? On our bond, I assume you meant, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, Justin, do you know? I mean, I know we want to, as soon as we can, of course.
Yeah, my understanding is that we would intend to close by the end of the year.
Okay.
In terms of process, Community Bank has previously issued them a somewhat traditional commercial loan commitment letter that is in the process of being modified to reflect this bond transaction with the Jefferson County Civic Facility Development Corp. That'll involve a tax exempt rate for bank qualified bonds. In terms of process, this resolution today is the first step along the road, much like your IDA process. You accept an application and then authorize a hearing. Our goal would be to have the Jcfdc hearing, which is different than the GML hearing, the federal tax hearing that you would conduct, much like the ones you conduct for IDA purposes. Along with that Jcfdc hearing, there's a need to get approval of the county itself. Some of the folks on the board with institutional memory may recall the bond financing was done for the community college dorms many years ago. There's a layer where we go get a county approval, so we'll line up a short resolution for the county board to adopt. And then there's a final resolution that this board would adopt next month as the bond issuance and final resolution of the board. Assuming we line all those steps up here in the next 4 or 5 weeks, we'd be positioned to close on the financing to support the facility. So that's kind of the process and the steps we're looking at. And as a long-winded way to answer Paul's question, we hope to do it by the end of the year.
Any other questions?
Nope.
This is a roll call vote.
Rob,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Lisa,
Yes.
Ed is absent, and Paul.
Yes.
Resolution carries. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Don't like, be so angry. You guys just want to get out of here. All in favor to adjourn? Aye. I didn't think that would turn out any differently. Any opposed or abstained? We're good.